At this moment, you are sitting comfortably and watching this video, but let me tell you, where are you sitting right now today? That land was boiling at a temperature of 8,000 degrees millions of years ago, or the place where you are sitting. That place was covered with ice for millions of years. Both these things are true. In this 15-minute video, you are going to see the journey of the Earth for 450,000 years. At the place where our solar system is today, there used to be clouds of various types of gases and dust. According to scientists, there used to be a star far away from these dust clouds. With time, the energy of that star started decreasing, due to which a huge explosion took place inside it. Due to the explosion, this space dust started getting pressed against each other. During this time, the dust particles present in the clouds had transformed into large meteorites and stones due to pressure and heat, and due to this pressure, the radioactive material present in these clouds created gravity. Due to this gravity, hydrogen and helium started accumulating in the middle. Due to this tremendous pressure in the middle, a huge explosion occurred, and due to this explosion, our sun was born. Due to their heavy weight, the asteroids spread in space started coming closer to the sun and started to orbit it. Gradually, a massive collision took place between these asteroids, as a result of which planets like Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars were formed. According to scientists, at that time, a planet named Dia used to revolve around the sun between Earth and Mars. Due to gravity on Earth, the asteroids revolving around the sun now started revolving around Earth, and slowly millions of fruits started falling on Earth. And such an event was also happening on our neighboring planet Theia, due to which Theia started coming closer to the Earth and collided with it. Due to this terrible collision, parts of the Earth spread in space in the form of particles and started resembling Earth like a rain. These orbiting particles started colliding, which led to the formation of our moon. At that time, there was only one ocean on Earth, and that was lava boiling at a temperature of 19.5 degrees Celsius. All those things which you know today by different names. With time, the Earth was slowly cooling down, due to which the heavy elements of the Earth, such as metals and radioactive substances, gathered at the center of the Earth, and lighter substances came to the surface of the Earth. For millions of years, meteors rained down on Earth, and these falling meteors contained salt, minerals, and water. These meteors kept raining down for millions of years, and slowly the Earth's surface started getting covered with water. According to scientists, this was the time when microscopic organisms were first formed from volcanoes erupting from deep underwater. After millions of years, a time came when the entire surface of the Earth was covered with water. The innermost core of our Earth is always hot, because it is made of radioactive material. But whenever the surface of the Earth cools down, the heat inside the Earth cannot escape, which leads to the formation of volcanoes. And something similar happened at that time. Thousands of volcanoes began to appear on the Earth covered with water, and these volcanoes continued to erupt for millions of years to come, due to which land was being formed above the water. At this time also, due to the absence of atmosphere on the Earth, meteorites were raining from space. About 300,000 years ago, there came a time on Earth when the atmosphere of the Earth had become almost stable. Volcanoes had slowed down, and one day on Earth used to be of 12 hours. Time passed, and slowly these microscopic organisms evolved and started living in groups. About 250,000 years ago, for the first time, such organisms were created on Earth that used the minerals present inside the water and sunlight to survive, and released oxygen in the form of light. By this time, most of the volcanoes on Earth had stopped erupting, and due to these microbacteria, the amount of oxygen in the atmosphere was increasing. Due to the increase in oxygen in the atmosphere, the Earth's atmosphere started forming, and the amount of oxygen in the atmosphere kept increasing for thousands of years to come, due to which these microorganisms spread in most parts of the Earth. After thousands of years, a time came when these microorganisms started dying due to increased oxygen in the Earth. By that time, the Earth's atmosphere had cooled down and was also filled with oxygen, due to which the oxygen present in the ground and the atmosphere was reduced. Iron minerals started reacting with oxygen present in water, and a time came when the Earth's soil had become red like today's meat. With the passage of time, cracks started appearing in the Earth's tectonic plates, due to which the lava inside the Earth started turning red like soil. It kept boiling openly for millions of years, and this was the reason due to which the amount of carbon dioxide in the Earth's atmosphere increased a lot, and acid rain started on the Earth. Due to acid rain, the temperature of the Earth started decreasing, and the temperature decreased so much that the water present on the Earth froze. The Earth started turning into snow. For the first time, a terrible storm struck the Earth. At this time, the entire Earth was covered with white snow. Usually when the rays of the sun fall on the Earth, the ground absorbs those rays, but because the entire Earth was covered with snow, and because snow is white and shiny, the sun rays used to go back after falling on the Earth. Due to this reason, the Earth remained covered with snow for millions of years. But again, the heat present inside the Earth started coming out in the form of volcanoes, and the heat coming out from these volcanoes. The ice started melting. Meanwhile, some microorganisms left deep inside the Earth were slowly changing, and now they started using oxygen to make their bodies bigger and more complex. Meanwhile, small marine plants had also started emerging in the water. As the volcanoes were erupting, the atmosphere was getting warmer due to carbon dioxide. With time, the ice started melting, but acid rain started again on the Earth, due to which the Earth started cooling again, and then most of the Earth's surface was covered with ice. This kept happening repeatedly for thousands of years, and because of this, marine life was slowly evolving according to the environment. Meanwhile, many creatures in marine forests became extinct, but those who survived were extinct. They gradually adapted to the changing temperatures of the Earth. And now, after thousands of years, the sea trees did not die or dry up completely due to the ice. Now the microorganisms had formed in the sea life when the volcanoes started melting the ice of the Earth again. Then these sea trees developed and spread rapidly. Slowly, the amount of oxygen in the atmosphere started increasing, and the acid rain on the Earth started decreasing. Due to the arrival of oxygen in the atmosphere, the ozone layers of the Earth started thickening, and about 47,000 years ago. For the first time, a plant called mossos started growing on the surface of the Earth. With time, different types of plants and trees started growing on the land. There came a time when the length of the Earth's thumps was about 80 to 100 feet, or it was as tall as today's 5 to 6-story building. This was the time when marine animals were coming out of the sea and transforming into land animals. Most of the Earth's land had gathered in one place, which we know today as the continent of Pangaea. The Earth's atmosphere and temperature had become almost stable, and now there were about 21 to 23 hours of daylight. Now the sea creatures started living afloat in the water, and their body color and appearance was changing according to the environment. Gradually, these land animals transformed into dinosaurs. The dinosaurs who started eating plants and trees, their bodies started developing long and huge. Some dinosaurs used to hunt. Due to this, they became smaller and faster. Due to the Earth's upper layer being collected at one place, most of the land became desert and barren. Most of the forest used to be close to the sea, in which Daniel Source used to live, about 20,000 years ago. The Pangaea continent started breaking up. Due to the division of Pangaea, most of the top land of the Earth came in contact with water, as a result of which greenery increased on the Earth. No. Because of this, dinosaurs became more diverse and huge. Dinosaurs ruled the Earth for the next 20 to 30 years. At that time, dinosaurs ruled the entire Earth from the sea to the land and sky. During this period, India, which broke away from Africa, came straight and collided with today's Tibet, and because of this collision, Himalayas were formed. About 6,000 years ago. A meteorite weighing about 4.5 lakh crore kilos, bigger than today's Mount Everest, was coming towards the Earth at a speed of about 80,000 kilometers per hour. As soon as it touched the surface of the Earth, it caught fire, and while burning, it collided directly with the Earth. The energy released from this collision was equal to the explosion of 10,000 nuclear bombs of today. Wherever this bomb fell, the animals and trees there were immediately burnt into steam. As soon as it fell, dust started spreading all over the Earth. There was a terrible flood in the sea. Earthquakes and fires started burning the earth. In a few hours, the earth had become hell because of the harmful gases and dust in the atmosphere. Dinosaurs became completely extinct due to the earthquakes and starvation. At this time, our ancestors lived underground, which saved them from this massive cataclysm. The Earth's atmosphere had become completely dark and black, so sunlight was not able to reach the ground. Earth's trees and most of the animals became extinct. Due to dust and harmful gases in the atmosphere, acid rain started again on the Earth, and then the Earth cooled down and got covered with ice. But this time, the ice on the Earth did not remain frozen for millions of years, and after 80 to 90,000 years, this ice started melting. As soon as the atmosphere on the Earth started becoming like before. Similarly, these small creatures started coming out of the ground. At that time, the ice on the Earth had just started melting, due to which there used to be dense cold forests in Africa, and during this time these land creatures transformed into monkeys. But as the Earth started getting warmer, gradually these forests of Africa started drying up. The monkeys who ate things from the forest started facing a shortage of food. In search of food, these monkeys started walking on their feet, which helped them in hunting other animals. Gradually, monkey apes know the noise. That is, these apes transformed into monkeys, started spreading to other parts of the earth in search of food, and gradually their body color and appearance changed according to the weather there. With time, we became tribals. We invented everything from weapons to fire. We gradually evolved as humans. We created everything from religion to family, language, and culture. And with time we kept on evolving, and today we have become the most evolved species on this earth, and have made the earth what it is today. It has taken about 450 or 1,000 years and many millions of years for us to evolve from a small land animal to a human being. But in these 100 years we have polluted and destroyed the earth more than any other species till date. We are again polluting the earth and increasing the amount of carbon dioxide. Scientists believe that huge changes are going to